When you have been doing what I've been doing, you learn how not to expect anything to come your way, especially if it's an off-distant hope. We don't hope. We just do what we're told.
How many times did you stab him?
2 times first. Then I don't remember how many times after that. Could be 8 or 9 times. I don't know. Is this important?
Why 8 or 9? Why not just the 2 times?
I was scared.
I'm scared. Of what? Wasn't this a job just like any other job?
It seemed like that at first, until I saw his face. It was the boss. Nobody comes close to the boss without earning the trust of the cartel. When I happened to meet him, I started having ideas.
What sort of ideas?
Chop off the snake's head kind of ideas.
And that is when you cracked a bottle on his head and stabbed him several times.
After having his way with me, we rested, and I served him some wine. He didn't see it coming.
Why is it preferred as the December cartel?
Word has it that every even month of the year has a similar cartel named after that particular month. 6 in total. The cartels exist independent of each other to protect their interests. The girls that I met and interacted with during my time there were December girls, meaning they were taken away from their homes during the month of December. I was 12 and the promise of hope came to my home.
Ema atatunzwa vizuri, atalishwa, atavishwa, atasomeshwa, pia maisha yake yatabadilika. Na yakibadilika yamaanisha pia yako itabadilika. Ama aje? Amen.
That was the last time I saw my mother. She's probably dead by now, from all the drugs and casual sex she had with many men who came to our house.
She was a prostitute? Your mother, I mean, she was a...
Yeah. But I didn't discover that until I became one myself.
Emma, you did not sell yourself into sex slavery. You're not a prostitute. So, how did you escape?
I didn't know this was an occupied space. It looked abandoned and deserted. It's not the kind of place you'd expect a person to live. In the morning, I woke up to a man in the other corner and a rope around my right leg.
Wewe ni nani? Msichana mrembo kama wewe unafanya nini hapa?
Jaribu kuokoa maisha yangu.
Hiyo damu imetoka wapi?
Ilibidi niumize mtu ndo nitoroke.
Kwa hivyo si damu yako.
Utaniachilia?
That is when you got to the township?
Yes. Then it dawned on me that I had crossed the threshold. There would be no turning back. I was ready to die at the time. So I thought. I was so tired, worn out. The sun was harsh. The road was dusty. I was so vulnerable.
What happened?
Nipe dakika moja narudi. Naonekana una njaa sana. Nisaidie. Wewe ni mmoja wao. Usiogope. Watu hapa ni wazuri. Wewe ni mmoja wao.
Kuelewa.
Cartel imekuwa ikichukua wasichana wengi sana tangu kitambo. Na sio wewe wa kwanza kutoroka. Lakini wewe ndio wa kwanza tangu task force ya kuangusha cartel ianzishwe. Watu wengi sana hawataki maneno ya cartel na wangependa kuona imeanguka na imeisha.
Na nini wanangoja siwe iangushe?
Si rahisi hivyo. Hata wale wasichana walitoroka hawana evidence enough. Hakuna mtu ako na evidence enough ya kuangusha cartel.
Hii task force unasema tumekuwa tukisikia huko ndani. Kuna venye naweza ongea na mmoja hii task force.
Kuongea unaweza ongea nao, lakini itakusaidiaje? Na wewe utawasaidiaje? Watachukua tu statement yako alafu ishi hapo. Alafu wakuambia ati itatumika kama evidence, siku watapata kitu kubwa kuliko statement ya mtu mmoja.
Saidie, nataka kuongea na mmoja hii task force.
Sawa. Walikuwa wameacha contacts zao in case tupate any information kuhusu cartel. Wacha nilete. Habari yako ofisa?
Mzuri sana.
Karibu ndani. Inaonekana hata hakuna haja tuwapige. Ndio huyu ofisa huyu anaitwa Emma. Na angependa sana kuzungumza na nyinyi.
Asante sana tunashukuru. Hata partner wangu wako hapa nje, anagather information, inaonekana Emma amekuwa attention hapa nje.
Sawa. Emma, zungumza na ofisa. Tutakuwa sawa nao. Sawa.
You say her name is Jane?
Yes. I didn't bother to look at the name of the restaurant where she worked. I think the officers can help with that.
And if she could be here, can she confirm the story?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Now, tell me about the interrogations by the task force.
We got to the task force's base about 20 minutes later. The officers kept me secluded in a room.
And were you mistreated?
No. They gave me a cigarette to calm my nerves.
What do you think she's gonna tell us?
I don't know. Don't want to raise my expectations.
Something tells me this one is different.
Well, let's find out then.
Come.
Ema atatunzwa vizuri, atalishwa, atavishwa, atasomeshwa, pia maisha yake yatabadilika, na yakibadilika yamaanisha pia yako itabadilika.
Emma, tell us why you escaped.
That's a rather foolish question, don't you think?
We are trying to establish a cause.
I'm the victim here.
We know. But why today? Why not like a month ago?
I can't believe this. I see. You guys think I'm being used to get to you.
Emma, we've lost a couple of good officers because of these so-called escapees. They've been used as bait and others threatened by.
Take a look at the recent photos.
Have a look. Emma, you have our attention now. Could you tell us how the most wanted man ended up dead on a couch with blood all over?
A piece of broken bottle to the neck several times. 2 times fast, after which he bled to death. Then I did it again, over and over, just to make sure. I don't remember how many times.
That's a lot of resolve, Emma.
Barely. In that world, you never make any resolutions. You never get to have any hopes, dreams, expectations. After they've exhausted you, all you can hope for is death. I did it, expecting by now I'd be chopped and stuffed in a suitcase which would be dumped in a river somewhere. Guess I keep surprising myself.
For how long have you been in there?
I was 12 when I left home.
How old are you now?
20.
You must have earned a lot of trust for the cartels to let you in with the main man.
I must have.
Could you write the names of all the high-profile clients that you've interacted with over the years? Go as far back as you can remember.
I don't know if these are their real names. Some I'm sure of. Others I've seen at high-profile meetings and heard of them on TV. Others are VVIPs in the government.
Just put down what you can.
We'll counter-check the names you give us with the ones we collected from girls just like you over the past 2 years.
Is that why you've never moved in to stop the cartel?
We needed a bigger witness. Someone who's gained access to the cream of the guest list, as we call it. Possibly even the boss.
We've been waiting for this moment since the task force began. And your testimony will be quite instrumental in bringing down the December cartel.
That's as much as I can remember. I know what you must be thinking. That I was really good at my job.
Nobody said that.
No, it's alright. I understand. That's the same thing the boss thought too. Right before I put a shrapnel in his neck. You come in highly recommended. He said. The fool.
Emma, these names will take a while to be verified, but if we can verify 50% of the names, then I think we can start setting fire on the cartel.
And possibly love to confirm the death of the boss. Just in case.
Just in case I'm being used, huh? Well, you'd better do it fast. I don't know how many days I have before this thing blows out of proportion. The cartel is not far. They might know I'm even here.
Emma, you will need a lawyer to prep you for your testimony. And we'll get you one. Yeah, sure.
That's how I ended up here.
Emma, is there any reason to doubt the 300 names that you just forwarded?
The first 80 are regulars. I'm double sure about them. The other 220, I'm also sure they can be verified one way or another.
These are serious allegations, Emma.
Well, let me pile on. The men that I alone have been with the past 3 years have been some of the highest ranking officials in this goddamn country of ours. And you'd be surprised at how much they would reveal after a few shots of vodka and a few shots of you know what. The billions in shillings that is stolen from taxpayers is used in sex dungeons and lavish guest houses. And now, one of your cabinet secretaries is cracking down on the cartel's activities in the education sector, blindly without a shield. He doesn't know what is coming.
Emma, are you willing to say these things at the hearing on Monday?
Every girl in my position dreams of a particular kind of freedom. Not the freedom to express themselves, or the freedom to cast a ballot, or what gender roles to endear themselves to. The kind of freedom I'm talking about is which you decide whether or not different men will force themselves on you 20,000 times before you stab one of them and make a run for it. All the girls back there are probably cussing me right now. I know what it's like when one of us escapes. If I can't do this right now, then why am I here? Should I not be in some sex dungeon, making some old haggard forget his troubles?
Who would ever think that such a young girl could be used to bring down the mighty?
Well, I guess it's the little ones that cast the longest shadows.
From now, things are not going to be easy. Our friends from the task force are doing all they can so that they can get confirmation and verification they need in readiness to meet the select parliamentary committee. In the meantime, you're going to go on record in one of the TV shows that is going to bring a story live to the public. You don't have to answer the questions if you don't feel like.
I'm not comfortable with going live.
No, Emma. People need to hear your story.
Then they won't have a problem listening to it at the hearing. I am not going on TV.
Well, it's okay. Fine. We'll put you in a safe house in the meantime for your own safety. You should be left alone to introspect and clear up your head. I'll be stopping by to check on you, bring you clothes and fresh supplies that you might need. You shall also be given a phone with one number, mine. You can call anytime. Are you hearing me? Emma. Emma.
Yes.
What is wrong?
I need to see my mom.
Emma, your safety is at stake.
Please, I just need to...
Emma, we cannot risk until the hearing.
I just need to see my mom. Thank you for everything.
You don't have to thank me. I'm only doing my job.
It's okay.
Well, the kitchen is over there. The bathroom and the bedroom, just right there.
It's okay. I'll be fine.
Just feel at home. Well, see you tomorrow. Well, and to let you know, my other two lawyers will be at the afternoon news hour to be interviewed about you and the hearing. We have to let the public know something and what they should expect about it.
It's all right. I believe they'll do fine, as long as I'm not required to be there.
Well, see you tomorrow. Don't open the door for anyone who's not me. Right?
Okay.
You may have a good night.
Andrew, you've spent a lot of time with Emma, the witness that will be testifying against the December cartel. So what is it that you can tell us about her besides what we already know? That she managed to escape and she could be a key witness in uncovering the activities of the Fiesta December cartel.
Well, David, I'm not sure they're as fearsome as you call them or as you make them out to be. I mean,
and while there may be so much to be said about Emma, I just want to say that with only one look into her eyes, and you'll be able to tell what the cartel does with these girls, with these young girls.
Snuffing out their lives through heinous ways. And, it suddenly hits you hard. And she has a story.
And when the hearings begin, walls are going to crumble. I mean, the veil has been torn.
But is she ready? I mean, what should we expect?
What I can say at this moment, what I can say for now, is expect names to be named. Names of both high-ranking individuals in government and in the corporate world.
Have been collected in a dossier that has 70% of the names verified, and these names have been collected through from various databases and from various witness accounts over the years. And she's ready. I mean,
she's as ready as she can ever be. Mr. Obila has done a beautiful job making sure that Emma can speak on her own at the hearings. And this is the biggest step that has ever been made in combating the December cartel in 3 years.
How old is she anyway?
Wow. She's 20 years old. She still has her whole life ahead of her. And
she was taken from her home when she was 12 years old. That's her whole teenage life just wasted away by those whose intent it is to selfishly traffic fellow humans and slave them for purposes of their own debauchery. I mean, it's sad.
We'll make you to look good on Monday.
Well, you like the clothes?
Yes.
What are your expectations after the hearings?
I'm not sure. I just want to say my piece. If not for me, for the many girls experiencing what I've been through out there.
I mean, don't you have dreams? Like something that you'd like to achieve in life?
I don't know. I haven't thought about that. When you've been through what I've been through, you learn how not to expect anything, especially an off-distant hope. We don't hope. We just do what we're told.
Emma, may I remind you that you don't have to feel like you're tied up to the December cartel anymore. You're now a free lady. What about school? Would you like to go back? Emma, you're making the right choice. I know this case is very, very, very special to you. There is a foundation that adopts young girls like you and sponsor their education to the highest level. They'll help you recover what you may have lost for the last 12 years, and what you cannot recover, they teach how to deal with it. They are also offering you a chance to be their ambassador, because they want you to help them reach young girls who have been traumatized and have gone through the same ordeal. They'd like to see you after the hearing. What do you think?
Sounds promising.
It is. I think you should consider it.
The last time I had such promise was when I was taken away from home.
Emma, I give you my word. No one will ever hurt you again. Well, we'll see you soon. Please, don't hesitate to call if you need anything.
I know.
I shall be well. Bye. Emma, you're awake.
I'm awake.
Are you right?
Fine. But I don't think I can sleep again.
Why so?
I slept after you left. About 8 hours.
Well, I was just going through some of the unverified names, and I just realized that one of the names here belonged to one of the committee members who'd appear at your hearing. Emma. Emma?
There's someone. I think someone in the...
Hello? Emma? What? Emma?
Hello.
Officer, Emma is in danger.
What? How?
I was on a call with her just now, and then something moved in the house, and then she just hung up. So I need you to go there as quick as possible, officer, please. I think there's someone in the house.
Are you certain?
What do you mean that I'm certain? Officer, this is not a prank. Go there, go there.
Okay, you don't have to be so grumpy about it. I'll go check it out.
Yes, as quick as possible. Just go there. Okay.
Just getting reports from a reliable source that Emma, the 20-year-old lady who was set to testify against the deadly December cartel, has been found dead at a safe house this morning. Sources say that her body was found having bled to death from a bullet wound to her torso and having dialed the police hotline. When asked for comment, Mr. Obila, the lead representative in the Emma testimony, said, and I quote, "It's a sad fact that justice in a nation like this is always and will always be elusive to the vulnerable ones among us. There are those whose only aim is to sabotage justice in order to serve the interests of the rich and powerful figures in society. This was a well-coordinated act of betrayal, and the firm will not rest until the leak is found and brought to book. In the meantime, the firm will start releasing recordings of Emma's account to relevant agencies." End of quote. When asked whether he would continue helping other escapees in future, the famed lawyer said, and I quote, "I cannot fail these girls by diverting my eyes from the invisible residue of slavery that clings to them like a shadow."
What is the condition, over?
Frozen.
20-year-old Emma was a sex trafficking survivor who was under captivity for about 8 years and was set to reveal the inner workings of the December cartel in what was being referred to as the biggest testimony of the decade since its first survivor.
Where did you say yesterday she was at?
She's a witness, over.
Yeah, I understand she's a witness, but where was she yesterday?
She was at the lawyer's office, over.
And while the police try to establish the culprit behind the death of this tragic heroine, the question does beg, is the December cartel only getting stronger by the years?